Okay, so here we are for some Marvel Zombies. I am learning this, so we'll see what happens with this. To be fair, yeah, pretty fun looking game. We're going to be playing with Captain America and with Iron Man, so we're going all Civil War on this. The mission we're going on is the tutorial, and all we've got to do in this is basically just eat 2 bystanders. So to devour all bystanders, the game is lost if any bystanders escape the map, and escape via the exit with all zombie heroes. Any zombie hero may leave through this zone for free at the end of the turn as long as there are no enemies in it. There is a blue door, which is just over here, and it cannot be locked, unopened until we manage to get this blue objective there. So we're going to have to be trying to get these guys in here to, to do stuff. And straight away I've got a question with regards to doors, because normally in Zombicide, when you kind of go through one of these rooms here, you'd have to spawn everything. But yeah, I think the doors start off already. We're going to play that you have to break through the doors because it makes it more fun. Okay, so let's go through each phase of this. So the first thing we do is we're going to increase the hunger tracks for players. So our zombies are actually hungry from the offset. Not a good start, really. And we have 3 actions. So we can move, we can open a door, so we're going to let's go one over here, and then we're going to open the door. So Iron Man smashes through here. And then we have to spawn. So spawning in buildings. Opening a closed building for the first time reveals all the enemies and bystanders waiting inside. Single building extends to all rooms connected by openings, sometimes straddling several tires. Enemies waiting in a building only spawn in the zones marked with an exclamation mark. Draw and resolve 1 spawn card for each of these zones, one after the other, in any order the players choose. So we've got one of these little exclamation marks here, and we also have a bystander thing. So let's draw the first spawn thing here. And we're in blue level, so we're going to get 6 troopers who are going to spawn, and then they're going to activate. And these guys are all going to go towards Tony Stark. Okay, and then we have a bystander to spawn. So we draw the top bystander card, and we found Agent Coulson. So that was my second action. Now the nice thing is that Iron Man has got missile wave, so it means we can actually attack this zone here. So we're rolling 3 dice from his missile wave, plus an additional 1 because of our hunger level. And to hit we need 4 or more, so we got 4, 4, and a 6. So 1, 2, 3. We get 3 experience points for doing so. And with a repulsor blast, which is his special ability here, after attacking with missile wave, you may push all enemies in that zone into an adjacent zone. So Iron Man's open up the door, and then he's going to push these guys back the way they came, which means we're going to have a bit more of an easy go here. However, he is He spent his 3 actions, 1 to move there, 2 to open the door up, and 3 to shoot. And he's on a place with a spawn, so that might not work out very well for him next round. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're going to get Steve Rogers. He's going to go 1, 2, and he can only kill 2 of these guys. So we're going to do one of the new things you can do this, which is you can get a trait. So once per turn, you can draw a trait, and we're going to see what Steve Rogers has done. So he has Frenzied. Discard during your turn and increase hunger, perform 1 free attack action. So that goes here in his thing there. Okay, so that's the end of our player's turn. We now go to the enemy phase. So we activate enemies. All enemies on board activate and spend their actions to either attack a zombie hero in the zone or move towards the closest zombie hero if not currently in a zone with him. Any bystanders on the board also activate, either trying to flee via a spawn zone or hunting the zombie heroes if they're combat bystanders. And this guy is a combat bystander because he's got a little punch thing up there. So these guys are going to move into there, and he's going to move there. Right, now we're into spawning. So we start with the one up here, and we spawn a superhero. So who are we going to go up against? Who's our superhero of choice for this? Shuffle these up, and our superhero who's going to come against us is Ms. Marvel. So can attack zombie heroes from 3 zones away regardless of line of sight. Walls still block it. So Ms. Marvel's appeared, and we've got a pretty cool miniature for her as well. Will look much nicer once I paint them up, but she appears in that zone over there, right at the back. And then our next spawn is 2 specialists. Now 2 specialists are a bit annoying because the specialists can activate twice. So they get 2 attacks essentially, and they've appeared exactly where Tony Stark is. So we're on to the next round. And Joe, this time I think we're going to get Steve Rogers to start off. So the hunger increases. We must keep remembering to do that. So Steve has got the Vibranium Shield attack, and it's normally 2 dice, but we've got an additional 2 here, so it's actually 4 dice he's using for this attack. Okay, and we've killed 3 of these guys with that. Dong, dong, dong. So 3 experience points for Captain America. And then that's his first action there. Then I guess we're going to go against Agent Coulson. So we're going to move into here, and we're going to do a Devour attack. So we are rolling. The Devour attack is 1 dice plus an additional 2 for our hunger level. And we need a 4 or more. So Agent Coulson is no more. We have devoured him. We need to devour 1 more person, and we've done the level. Well, that was pretty fun. I don't know whether you get experience for eating them, but hey, we just eaten Agent Coulson, so that's pretty fun. So Agent Coulson is going on to Captain America's board, and we have an ability now where once during our turn, we may increase the hunger to perform 1 free ranged attack. So that is pretty nice. Like I say, I've not actually got any experience from Agent Coulson as far as I'm aware. So there's 1 to move in here, 2 to 1 to attack, 2 to move, 3 to do that. So we're on to Iron Man. Iron Man is going to do his missile wave. Oh, and Captain America's hunger has gone back down to 0. So Iron Man is rolling 5 dice for this attack. Okay, so we have actually managed to kill, but our hunger goes up by 1. So we're going to get him to also move there, and then he's going to do a zombie trait. So he's found Rotten Strength. Discard before attacking and increase hunger. Enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1. Now, interestingly, next round, Iron Man is going to be ravenous. His zombie hunger is going to be too much. Okay, so we're now going to activate our very first superhero, which is Ms. Marvel at the back there. So let's see how you activate those guys. All right, so I believe they've only got 1 attack, 1 action. We shall see. So now they get 2 actions. So we've got 1 to move here. And you know what? Actually, she could probably stand there 1, 2, 3 away. And I believe Ms. Marvel, let's take a look. Ms. Marvel here can attack zombie heroes from 3 zones away, regardless of line of sight. So she's actually able to attack twice. Yikes. If I'd realised that, I probably wouldn't have moved there, guys. So it's 2 damage to Iron Man. Oof. Oofta. And then we attack. So the first attack did 1 damage, the second attack did another damage. So we're now on to the spawning phase. So starting with this one up here, because it's got a number 1 on there, we are going to draw from the spawn deck. And let's hopefully not get anything terrible. So we've got 3 troopers coming from up there. These shield agents are fairly confident at the moment. There's only Iron Man. It's only Iron Man and Captain America. I mean, you know, it's not like these guys are, you know, America's best. Okay, so troopers open fire. All troopers form one side arm attacking target. Only zombie heroes. So unfortunately, they're out of range. So we don't have to worry about this, which is pretty. I like the fact they can also shoot. That's interesting. That's a new mechanic. Okay, so talking about new mechanics, we're on to the next round, and our hunger goes up. Captain America, who just ate Agent Coulson, is feeling pretty good, but Iron Man has lost it. He has gone insane with hunger. So essentially, when you are ravenous, you cannot do anything apart from attack and move. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then he's going to attack, and he's got a missile wave. So part of me feels like I think he has to devour, actually. So, oh God, I think he has to go 3 spaces. So he's there. Let me have a quick look at Ravenous on here. I'm pretty certain we have to move straight into... If a zombie hero goes too long without devouring flesh, they run the risk of becoming ravenous, revert to almost mindless state. The only actions a ravenous zombie hero may perform are move and the devour attack. They may not perform their unique attack. This also means they cannot interact with the objectives, open doors, gain traits, etc. Many skills and abilities tied to increasing hunger or performing irregular attacks before becoming usable. At the end of the turn of zombie hero is ravenous, they suffer 1 automatic wound. Oh man. So what do I do, guys? Do I walk him that way and he's just going to get absolutely clobbered, or we're going to have to get Captain America to help out? We're going to go 1, we're going to go 2, we're going to go 3. That's all he can do. Captain America's like, what's going on? He's going to use his shield to smash open the door. So that's 1 action for that. And then he's going to go there for 2. And then he's going to activate this for 3. He gets 5 experience points for this, which is pretty good because he gets another action. So just moving on to the yellow part of his kind of track. So yeah, he's got an additional action now, which is pretty handy. And I think we'll move him there to help out Captain America, because Ms. Marvel can actually attack from where she is. Which, yeah, kind of sucks. So, Captain America's okay, but Iron Man takes a damage from having a, yeah, from being ravenous at this point and not eating. So activating everybody, our troopers are going to go first. So these guys move into there, which is good because it means hopefully if Iron Man can survive this, he can then eat them. Right. Ms. Marvel's just going to stay there and pound these guys. So Captain America is going to take 1 damage. Each time enemies attack your zone before assigning wounds, roll a dice. For each wound, on a 5 or more, prevent the wound. So Captain America defends that first one, but he takes that next one. Now, I don't believe his hunger goes up because of this, but I may be wrong. I'll have to check in the comments for that. I'm going to say his hunger goes up, because why not? It'll be fun, right? Okay, so that's the end of that. So now we're spawning. Get the hang of this, guys. So we're in yellow now. So we have 2 guards. They spawn, then activate. So these guys are the heavies. These are brutes. So these are our shield operatives there. They're going to be coming into this zone here. They then activate, so they move into this zone here. They take 2 hits to actually kill. So Iron Man's going to have his... Yes, Ms. Marvel's going to stand there and pound these guys. That didn't come out how I expected it to, but there we go. So yeah, so these guys move in. S.H.I.E.L.D. are going to try and protect, you know, the populace, but it's too late at this point. And then we have a specialist airdrop. I am not going to win this. This is a tutorial that I'm going to go my ass handed to me. So if drawn during the enemy phase, instead of spawning as usual, for each zombie hero, spawn 1 specialist in the zone. Well, that's fine. So I don't need to worry about this, I believe. Yes. So just 1 specialist. That's actually worked out okay. So we get one of these little fast critters in there. As I mean, Miss Marvel's got big hands, so lucky guys, I guess. Okay, so Captain America's hunger goes up. And we're going to get Tony Stark, who is Stark Raven mad at this point. He is so hungry. He is going to try to devour. So he is rolling 5 dice for this attack. He needs a 4 or more, and he will eliminate. I think he actually needs 2 4 or mores, because he's got to kill one of these guys, and they've got toughness of 2. So yeah, this guy's gone. His hunger goes back to 0. We get 1 experience point for that. So we're then going to do a missile wave attack. So this is going to be 3 dice. We're going to use Rotten Strength for this. Discard before attacking, increase hunger. Enemies suffer -1 toughness. So it basically means this guy now only has 1 hit point. But our hunger goes up. So it's 4 dice. Okay, and we need 4 or more. So that's pretty crap. We kill 1 guy. It's 1 experience point. I'm not going to moan at that, to be fair. So we moved in there. We devoured, and then we shot. And Tony Stark is now actually, yeah, available. Okay, when it comes to being ravenous. But here comes Captain America. Everyone's favourite guy, I guess. So we have 5 dice. He's using a vibranium shield. Yes, vibranium. I'm going to call it that. Okay, so this means his hunger level goes up. 1, he's now ravenous at this point. And he manages to kill 2 of these guys. So it's 2 experience points. His next action, so he moved for 1. He then attacked with his shield for 2. He's then devouring because he's now ravenous. So it's 5 dice for this attack. This guy's gone. Our hunger is gone. And we've got 1 more action with Captain America, so we're going to get him to move into there. I've just realised I took this from the wrong thing. That should have been Iron Man's, but we're learning how to play this, so we're just going to swap these over. So Iron Man has the free attack action. So do you know what? Let's use this free attack action. So it's a free attack. So discard during your turn, increase hunger. So his hunger's down to 2. He can use his missile wave to attack this area here. Now the superhero, you've got to do basically this thing called target priority. So you always go for the tougher characters. So Ms. Marvel actually has hit points of 3. So I've got to get 3 hits on this. I'm rolling 5 dice. I need 4 mores. Oh, no. So I did 1 damage, but you've got to do it all in one go. So unfortunately, my free attack was wasted. And we go to the enemy activation. So Specialist goes first. They're going to attack Captain America twice. Now he gets to defend wounds. So if I get 5 or more on these, we're fine. He takes 1 damage. And then we're going to be taking 2 attacks from Ms. Marvel. And we block 1 of those. Let's spawn. So at the top, we're getting 2 guards. These guys are back. Oh, do not envy Captain America there. And then down here, we get a specialist on airdrop again. So once again, we get another specialist appearing. So they go there instead of down there. So at this point, it's not looking too good. Our hunger goes up, which means Iron Man is once again ravenous. So Iron Man is going to move into this zone here, and he's going to try to devour. So he's rolling 5 dice, 4 more. And you know what's great about this? I'm pretty certain I've just devoured the Ms. Marvel. Because I have to attack her first. So yeah, I feel like Ms. Marvel will be a bit chewy. Do my best Chewbacca impression without a full mouth of water. So how many experience points do we get for killing a superhero? It's equal to their toughness. So that's 3 experience points, which gives Iron Man 8 experience points. He's now in the yellow level. His hunger goes down to 0. He's 2 actions left at this point. So we're going to get a missile wave. Just going to try and shoot, and he's got to target these guys. Oh, so his hunger goes up by 2. He misses, and he gets 1 more attack. So we're rolling an additional 2 dice. Okay, so we got 4 and a 5, so that's enough to take out 1 of these guys, giving him 1 experience point. We got 1 of those, which means he's up to 3 on his ravenous kind of hunger track, but he's not quite ravenous yet. Will Captain America be able to hold some of these guys off? So we're going to be doing a shield attack. It's 3 dice, we need 3 or more. Oh, nice. So those 2 take out this guy here, and that one takes out that. So he's got 2 more experience points. Captain America, who knew? And then he's going to do another attack. Boom. And then we're going to move over here. And then we're going to open the door. Right, so spawning is probably... I probably should wait. Do you know what? We're not going to open the door. We're going to grab a trait. So he's got Feast. Discard when performing a devour attack. This attack may eliminate more than 1 enemy. Nice. So that means we've got no one on the board. Just to remind you what we need to do. So there's going to be a bystander spawning here. We need to eat them and get to the exit. And then that's it. We're done. So let's spawn. So, oh god. Trooper Rush. We're spawning 6 troopers in this zone where Iron Man is, and they all get to attack, which is 6 damage on Iron Man. They only have 5 hit points, guys. Now, I'm not sure if you lose as soon as you... Yeah, as soon as a zombie here has been eliminated, that's when the game ends at the end of the round. So essentially, these guys spawn, they activate. So 2 of these guys activate, and they clobber Iron Man to death. Then these guys move into here around Captain America. And then we're going to spawn down here, and we spawn 4 troopers there. Super Trooper, and yeah, that'll be the end of the game, guys, because we have had a Iron Man has been taken out. Well, that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. It was interesting. I enjoyed the superhero. Ms. Marvel was really tough. The fact she could, you know, pound 2 guys. You know, lucky guys, but yeah, it did not work out well for them this time. I will have to come back to this when I'm actually filming it for the channel. Should I paint these guys? Should I paint these guys up? Like, I bet they'd look really good if you were an amazing painter, but I'm like an okay painter. But I think they would look fantastic painted. The artwork in this game is fantastic. Oop, look at that. I don't think I could do a good a job as that, but I love the details. That's Bucky's arm down there. Would be great if the models are painted. Yeah, give me a chance, right? Yes, I will probably paint these. You'll see them on Instagram. But yeah, I mean, I love the details. I love the fact they've got Bucky's arm there. And on Iron Man, he's got his kind of Hulkbuster armor there. And it's all on the model as well. You can see the Bucky's arm there, and I said Hulkbuster armor, or armor, depending how you pronounce that. But yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this gave you a flavour of what Marvel Zombies is all about. I'm really looking forward to playing the rest of it. It'd be lovely if they came already painted. Now, the kind of modern war games, they sometimes, if you back these on Kickstarter, they sometimes have ones where they're like, you know, these games normally cost you upwards of £100, but they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, if you give us an extra £200, we'll paint everything for you. You can get some things called Sun Dropped, which is basically they put like a little kind of coloured ink wash over these, and it really brings the details out. I mean, if you wanted to get these look to have some nice details, you could just put a wash over these. And it'd really pop. I mean, look at that. You've got the shield kind of insignia on the back of that trooper. That's really cool. They've done a lot of, you know, they could have just done a tie-in with this. They could have just like done a cheap cash in, but they've really thought about it. They've got, you know, proper kind of minis with some decent details on them. You know, for nerds like me trying to paint these, it's going to be a bit tricky. I love Jonah Jameson, what they've done with his kind of character, if I can find him out quickly before I end this. Where's that guy at? They've got a newspaper, because, you know, he's the editor of the Daily Bugle. Can you see on his newspaper there is actually, sorry, my camera's kind of zooming in and out there. There's actually a picture of Spider-Man on there. We all know he loves pictures of Spider-Man. Wow, zooming in and out, it's like flashback from Wayne's World. But yeah, great details. Fun game. I enjoyed that. And the thing is, you've got a ton of these different bystanders in there. So, I mean, I didn't even use Agent Coulson's ability here. But yeah, depending on who you come across, you're going to be devouring them again at different abilities. And this is just the tutorial where you've got 2 tiles. Some of these levels, you've got 9 tiles out on the board. It gets big, it gets frantic, and you can play with up to 6 zombie heroes. There's also an X-Men version of this where you can play with actual heroes fighting zombies. And there's enough components in here so you can actually swap them around. So you can actually have these zombie heroes turning up as bad guys in you know, in the X-Men mansion, or you could play as Wanda and actually, you know, fight some zombies off. But like I say, you need the X-Men Resistance expansion, which in itself is like £100 odd. It's crazy money. But yeah, they've done such a great job with this. Thor looks fantastic. That's such a great, there's a little helmet down there. Doctor Strange. Some tentacle gribbly monsters coming out of the sewer there from where he's been. And yeah, I enjoy Hulk on here as well. He looks, look at that, oofed. And there's some AIM hats down there. So he's killed some AIM kind of troopers on his base there. I mean, it's not going to take me much to paint the Hulk up because it's literally like two colors, and then you've got like all the internal stuff, which these days you use stuff called contrast paint, and it takes you no time to paint this stuff up at all. My personal favorite, Spider-Man. It'll be interesting to see how he turns out. I think I'm going to do a botched job of all this. I don't know. Anyway, that was Marvel Zombies. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And yeah, stay tuned to the channel if you'd like to see more of this, because yeah, if people are interested in it, I will keep filming it, as well as just playing it for my own enjoyment. And I'm pretty certain my girls are going to want to play this at the weekend. We sat down to play a board game tonight, and I was like, "Oh, I've got this," and they're like, "Oh my god, Dad, let's play Marvel Zombies." All of them, you know, not huge Marvel fans, my eldest, but yeah, the idea of just going around. My littlest saw the box and was like, "Oh, I thought we were fighting zombies," and I was like, "No, you are the zombies in this." And she was like, "Is Spider-Man a zombie?" I was like, "No," but they're like, "You can't see his face though." I was like, "That's a good point. Maybe he's just a zombie the entire time." There's Black Panther down there, Wasp hiding away there. Yeah, honestly, I'm impressed with this. A good adaptation. Could have easily just done a quick cash in for this, but it's fun. I love the fact that custom dice on here. You have that hunger thing to increase that. That hunger mechanism is fantastic. Like the idea that, you know, the more hungry you get, the more dice you get to roll when you're attacking. So there's you know, you want to have more dice to attack people, especially when you get the superheroes coming out or the tougher kind of elite kind of guards. But then if you get to this number up here, it really limits what you can do. You can only move and you can devour. And then, yeah, once you devour, you can put it back down, you kind of hunger back down to zero. It's great. I think it's a really fantastic idea. One of the things I really enjoy about it as well in Zombie Side, you kind of level up. So you've got this little thing down here. So you start on blue, so you have your basic ability. Yellow always give you another action. And then orange and red right at the end there, there's some cool, funky things. What I enjoy about Iron Man's red ability is suit auto control. While Ravenous, you may perform actions as normal, because his suit, all the kind of nanobots and stuff are just controlling him. I think that's hilarious. And yeah, Captain America, Undead Leader, he can give people other abilities, other actions even. So yeah, they put a lot of thought in here as well. And if you back this on Kickstarter, you have got so much content for this. You've got like a plethora, I love that word, of superheroes to use and supervillains. The X-Men one, I love X-Men 97, so I'm really tempted by it, but it's quite pricey. So I'm trading some games in at the moment. Maybe I can trade some in and pick up something for it. We'll see. Anyway, I've been the ever excitable Adam. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time, stay safe or die rolling.